Amen. Anybody feeling childlike this morning who'd like to come join me at the front for a minute? Thank you two, for being super keen. And thanks to you guys for being too cold to run to the front. That's awesome too. How's it going? We good? Good today? You what, sorry?
Yeah, that's just because
Okay.
you were sitting.
Yeah, it's cold this morning.
You were walking super slowly, staring down at your book the whole time.
Okay, you guys get along?
Somewhere.
Have you met? Are you friends?
What do you think?
All right, well, this story this morning is for you. Well, it's for everybody. You know, sometimes, I got a really great story for you this morning. Sometimes I think you guys kind of miss out a little bit because you don't get to hear the story from the Bible that all the old folks get to hear. And some young ones, okay, all right. You don't get to hear the same story from the Bible. Sometimes, though, I kind of think, oh, aren't you lucky? Because you get to hear it a different way. And this morning, we get the benefit of hearing the story twice because we're going to do it now, but told in a slightly different way than it is told in the Bible. But it's really the same story, and it's probably a story that's familiar to you. It's a parable, one of those stories Jesus tells, you know, that has a point. There's a message in it. And you might know the parable that we call the Good Samaritan parable. No? Well, you're about to. Except we're going to hear it in a slightly different version. And what it's really about that's going to be deeply meaningful to the two of you is about how important it is to be a good friend, even if it's the person you least expect to be your friend.
Oh, least expect to be my
Yeah, I know.
That works for me.
Yeah, siblings. Yeah, I know. And this is a really great story because, first of all, there's two really cool things about this story. One is it includes, like the two main characters are two of the scariest, most horrifyingly evil creatures in existence. Yeah, that's right. One's a cat. And the other's a snake.
That just proves his point.
I know, right? If only they were eating beets, it would be like the trifecta of horrible things.
Well, snakes are actually
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
yeah. Anyway, the other thing, and this might not be quite so meaningful to you, but it will be to many other people, is this story was actually written by the son of Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash. And you'll see the family resemblance. This is a story called The Cat in the Rhinestone Suit. Watch over here.
The Cat in the Rhinestone Suit by John Carter Cash, illustrated by Scott Nash. The cat in the rhinestone suit has spurs on his cowboy boots. He rides on a bandicoot through the desert all day. The mouse in the wide-brimmed hat on camel behind the cat is off to Waterhole Flat, where the rattlesnakes play. The snakes never bite or fight, but they hiss and dance all night, then hide in the rocks from sight when the chilly winds blow. Well, the cat has a matter sore to clear with the snake Del Moore, who he deemed bad to the core, with no goodness to show. When Cat was young and quite small, the snake swept his catnip ball, and left him no toy at all, so the cat sat and he cried. Mother Cat took silver twine that glittered, sparkled, and shined, and sewed in rhinestones so fine till the cat glowed with pride. Now Cat keeps a shiny star fastened right above his heart. He's now vowed to do his part to bring justice to bear. Now, the day was so hot and long that Cat hummed a lonesome song, The coot and the mouse sang long, without worry or care. Then, Bandicoot fell o'er a stump, and he and the cat, they jumped. Camel slammed into them. Thump! Then they flew in the air. The cat tumbled tail above nose, and rhinestones flew off his clothes. Where did they fly? Who knows? Oh dear, what dire despair! Yikes! Cat grabbed a hold of a root, and Camel clamped down on Coot, who held to Mouse by the boot till they hung in dire sway. They hung as eagles flew high, too busy up in the sky. An elephant passed them by on his way to Bombay. Help! A turtle crept by so slow. Help! Ears shut to please from below. Help, help. Straight on his way he did go. Help. Though they called and they yelped. Help. Would it be crazy to say they'd still be hanging today had Del Moore not passed their way and offered them some help? Del Moore lowered down his tail for Cat and his friends to scale. They climbed right up to the trail where they fell in a pile, and Snake offered Cat his tail end. Out the cat's paw did extend. Del Moore said, "Let's just be friends." And the cat gave a smile. Now Cat and Mouse and old Snake all live in a house by the lake. They pile up rhinestones with rakes that sparkle and glow. Camel and Coot love to dance. Join them if you get a chance. Away with your cans and cans. Become part of the show. Trouble? Well, there's none at all. The snake gave Cat back his ball. Greatest of pals after all. They are seldom apart. To be a fine friend indeed is to lend to a friend in need. Let your good foot take the lead. Always give from the heart. The end.